guys, today I'm going to show you how to build a deck. This deck is for my club that I have at school. We play, and these decks are for people at school who do not have Pokemon cards.
How did you get all those cards?
People donated them. They were very nice to donate them. So the kids could have something to use.
Awesome. That was very nice of people to donate those cards. And so, what happens if kids at school don't have these cards to play with?
Then they get to pick their very own deck.
How many decks do you have?
15 decks.
Awesome. Sounds like we got a lot there. So, how did you decide to put together this deck? How many cards do you usually have in a deck?
60.
60? Well, for somebody who's just starting out, Drake, how many cards of each type of card would you use?
20. 20 Pokemon, 20 Trainer, and 20 Energy.
Trainer and Energy? You should explain those. Why don't we start with looks like you have a Pokemon on top. Show me what a Pokemon card is.
This is a basic Cosmog.
Okay.
He's a very cool Pokemon.
How do I know it's a basic? What does that mean?
It says basic in the corner, BACISIC. And that's how we know it's a basic. And it will go stage 1, stage 2. But
okay.
This is really the stage 1, and the next form is the stage 2, and the next form is the stage 3. I'm going to get these sorted so we can look at all the Pokemon and trainers and energies.
Well, why don't you explain what all the stuff on a card means first? Let's start there.
Okay, so this is the evolved form of Cosmog. His name is Cosmone. And
how do I know his name?
It says it right here. And this is how we know it's a stage 1, because it says stage 1. Cinder?
Looks like it says right there somewhere where it evolves from.
Evolves from Cosmog right here.
Gotcha. What is the numbers in the corner?
That's how many hit points it has.
What is a hit point?
A hit point is how... So we have a Cosmone that's evolved into a Lunala. We put that in Cosmone is only started to be just evolved into Cosmone. This guy will use his attack. Once he gets the psychic energy attached to him, he can use Shatter Shot. This attack does 40 damage times the amount of psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. So if she discarded 2, Cosmone would only be at 10 hit points. You would put 80 damage counters on this guy. What adds up to 80 on this Pokemon.
So they would only have 10 hit points left, so that's like their health?
Yes, that's their health.
Okay.
And then but if he did 3, he would easily be knocked out. You would put him in your discard pile.
So why did you choose a Cosmone, a Cosmog, and this other one, Lunala? Oh, gotcha. So why are these in this deck?
Because it's just how we made our deck. It's really a thing of choice. We could have done Cosmog, and the other form that this evolves into, not Lunala. So Lunala is the stage 2 of Cosmog. Is the stage 2 of the basic Cosmog.
Okay.
And so in the game, it was Cosmone against Cosmone, and I had Lunala in my hand, I could, if this hadn't was my, it's, say this guy went and this guy had played his turn. Now I evolved this guy into Cosmone last time, so now I get to evolve into Lunala.
Okay, well, we'll go over that maybe when we show everybody how to play the game. So why would you choose a stage 2 and not just a bunch of basic Pokemon?
Because you need to go up stages to play the game.
So it looks like the stage 2 has more hit points on it.
Yeah, his hit points level up. On his last 2 stages, he could use teleport, which is really bad, which is pretty bad unless you have a really strong Pokemon that has enough energy attached to do its strong attack.
Okay.
Because it's teleport. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, so it's not a really good card.
Okay, so what were you just showing me? What are those? What does that mean?
So
you showed us the top of the card. What does the bottom of the card mean?
This is its weaknesses. Its weakness is dark type. So a dark type's attacks would double.
Okay, that makes sense. So attacks from a dark type Pokemon would double. And what are these up above are attacks, different attacks?
Yes, so Wings of Mooney move all energy from this Pokemon to your bench Pokemon in any way you like.
Okay, and so it looks like there's a bunch of eyeballs next to it. What do those mean?
Those are the energy.
So I have to have energy on this? What is that?
These are psychic energies.
So I have a psychic energy on this card and I can play either one of these?
You can only attach one energy on your turn.
Okay, we'll go through that on each game, but if I have one energy attached to this, I get to play...
You get to use Shatter Shot.
Not Wings of Moon?
No, you have to have 3 of these. So one turn later, I attach another psychic energy to her. Next turn later, I've got 3 psychic energies. So now I can use Wings of Mooney and knock him out.
Gotcha. Okay.
While doing the other thing I need to do.
You explain weakness. What is a resistance on the card mean?
Resistance? So I have a fighting type Pokemon. Do we have fighting type decks?
So you have a fighting
type Pokemon. And all his attacks are my...
20 less damage?
Yes, 20 less damage. That's what it means.
So if they did an attack of 80, it would only be 60 against you? Okay, what does this retreat mean?
Retreat means you can bring him back to your bench and pick a new Pokemon when he's really weak.
What are these 2 funny looking stars that were next to it?
These are called the colorless types.
So what does that mean?
It means you discard 2 energies into your discard pile to have Lunala come back to your bench.
So those ones that you attached are no longer on Lunala any longer?
No.
Oh, okay. And I have to discard my psychic energies?
Or if you have a different form of energy attached to them.
Yeah, it can be any colorless?
Yes, it can be any with colorless. You could...
What do these words and numbers at the bottom of the card mean?
Where? This is who made the card, and this is what... So this is only the 61... This is only the 61st card out of 145 cards. that are in this series.
Oh, in that series from that illustrator? Okay, and what do these words here mean? That's
from a 2007. That's from 2017. And this is the little chunk of information from Lunala.
Oh, so
it is said to be a female evolution of Cosmog. When its third eye activates away, it flies to another world.
So that doesn't have anything to do with the game?
No.
Oh, okay. So how did you come up with these cards that you picked in this deck?
It was really just a thing of choice. We just picked them out of what evolutions we had and what don't evolve and what are good for us.
So I can play Lunala right away. I don't have to worry about anything else?
Yeah, and we picked all...
Don't you have to evolve Lunala? You were saying something about evolving Lunala, so can't I use her right away? I don't have to do anything else?
No, if you have her in your hand right away and you don't have its basic Cosmog, or you don't have its basic Cosmog, but you have Cosmone and Lunala in your hand, in your pile you could draw Cosmog next, and then you have the chance to evolve it into Cosmone. But that's not allowed in battle. So when you're battling, this will all be in our battling video.
Okay, so our actual series on how to play the game, that makes sense.
Yes.
So what you're saying here is that you need a bunch of basic Pokemon, so you don't need any of the stage 1 or stage 2s, right?
No, you do need them if you want to get stronger.
You want stronger Pokemon. Okay,
yes.
I got you. So, but you have to have basic Pokemon?
Yes.
So you said before that you should have 20 Pokemon. How many? Why is 20? Is that doesn't?
Because 20. Cause half of 60 divided in 3 is 20.
Okay.
So you can only have 20 Pokemon and 20 trainer and 20 energy to get up to 60. But if you're an expert and you think you want to go a little crazy, you could go 21 Pokemon, and you would have to either only have 19 energy or 19 trainers.
Okay, that makes sense. So why don't you show us the deck that you've put together as far as the Pokemon are concerned? Show us the rest of the Pokemon you chose for this deck.
Okay. Let's take a second to put these all together and get all these Pokemon. Is this a Pokemon? Yes. And Lunala's a Pokemon. Okay, so I think these are all a Pokemon.
Okay, show us what's in there.
So we've got a Cosmone, a Meowstic, an Esper, another Esper, another Esper,
Why so many Espers?
Because we have to have 3 Espers.
Why?
Because if you want chances to evolve him into Meowstic, you want a lot of Espers.
Okay, so in other words, one could get knocked out during the play, so you want an extra one on hand so you can evolve it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we have another Esper, another Esper, another Esper.
That's a lot of
A
espers.
Duskanor, a Dusclops, a Lunala, a Cosmog, a Duskull, another Duskull, a Cosmog, Duskull, a Cosmog, and a Cosmog. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's all 20 Pokemon.
Okay, so what's next? After we picked all our Pokemon, now what do we pick?
Energy. Or
Energy.
trainer, if you wanted to.
Well, let's talk energy. That seems to be on top, right?
2, 3, 4.
So what are the energy cards used for?
They're used to attach them to these guys so they have something to play their attacks.
Okay.
So I attach an energy to Esper. Now he can use his attack Scratch. Or this Esper, Plex Piercing Eyes. Or this Esper, Allure.
Meowstic. Okay,
Meowstic.
so what you're saying is you need energy to attack. So
Yes.
I noticed that you have all the same type psychic energy. Why is that?
Because psychic energy is what our deck is made of.
Okay. So do you always have to have the same energy and the same type of Pokemons?
If it requires that energy, yes. But if it doesn't require that energy, no.
Okay, so what other, so if I had a fighting type guy in my hand and I had psychic energy, can I use it?
No.
No, okay.
Because if it has a colorless, yes. But if it has a fighting type energy and you don't have a fighting type energy, then no.
Okay.
So that's what an energy is. Let's go to trainers now.
Okay.
So let's go over this item card that I have at the top here. Red card. Your
What?
opponent shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck and draws 4 cards.
Well, you just said that it was a trainer card. Now you said item card. I'm confused.
An item is what type of trainer it is. So this is an item, this is an item, this is an item, this is an item, this is one. I don't know what type of trainer this is.
That is a item card, buddy.
An item, this is an item, this is an item. This is a stadium and this is a supporter.
Stadium. What's a stadium?
A stadium would go like this between your side of the board and the other person's side of the board.
Does that mean you both get to use it?
It goes to both of you. The retreat cost of Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, that has any psychic or dark energy attached to it is 2 colorless less.
Oh, so basically it helps either one of you if you're
In dire need of it.
Oh, okay. So you said supporter card?
Uh-huh. Draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. If that's your first turn draw, until you have 8 cards in your hand.
Okay, so why wouldn't I have just a bunch of supporter or a bunch of item or a bunch of stadiums? Why would I have 3 different types of trainer cards?
Because they all help. You might only want 1 stadium.
Okay.
That's just a suggestion. And then you can have whatever many that adds up to 20 of these or any. I don't know.
So when we get into the gameplay, you can explain these a little bit better?
Yes.
All right. Well, a supporter card, how many of those can I use in a turn?
1.
And a stadium card, how many of those can I use in a turn?
1. Because they get put out, then no more stadium cards can be put out till your next turn.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, what about an item card, though?
As many as you want.
You can use as many item cards as you want?
You could put, if your whole hand was item, that was good items that you could use right now, put them all out. Nobody cares.
So are there rules, like how many item cards, how many supporter cards, how many stadium cards you want?
You want one supporter, as many supporter cards as you want, but only allowed to play one a turn. And you can put as many item cards in your deck as you want.
So you can put as many item and supporter cards as you want,
And only put one stadium.
But I thought you said you could only have 60 cards.
You can, I meant of 20. You can put as many item cards that will add up to 20 as long as you have supporter and at least one stadium.
Well, so I have to have a stadium card?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you can if you want to.
Alright, so what you're saying is that somebody can have any mix of those cards that they want as trainer cards.
Yes.
Item, supporter, stadium.
And stadium.
So can I have more trainer cards than Pokemon?
Yes. You can have more energy than Pokemon, more energy than trainer.
So
You
you can.
you just have to put them together so they add up to 60.
Alright. So it's really up to you. You got to read the cards, make sure you understand them
Yes.
to put them in your deck.
Like some bad cards are there. I have this one called Rayquaza Spirit Link.
Okay.
I don't have a Mega Rayquaza EX. And I didn't evolve a Rayquaza EX into a Mega Rayquaza EX on that turn.
So you should have that one in your hand when you're playing your deck, right?
No.
Why?
Because if you don't have it, it's not good and you're just going to have to discard it.
So it's a wasted card, huh?
It's a waste card.
Gotcha, okay. So what you're
But
saying...
if you have that, it's actually a really good card because Megas end your turn when you evolve them. And so
Unless you have the Spirit Link.
Unless you have a Spirit Link attached to them.
Well, that sounds a little complicated. Let's not get into that right now. But it sounds like you know how to make a pretty good deck. What advice would you give somebody who made a deck and lost?
Improve your deck with maybe some stronger cards.
Try some different combinations till they get it right?
Combinations. I have this magma deck, and I had to try different combinations to make my magma deck better. And now I have the perfect magma deck that won me last time. I beat my dad to... His deck ran out, so I won.
Well, we'll get into the ways to win in our next video. But that's pretty good. So what do you want to say to the group?
Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Give us the thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to see more and how to actually play the game and want to see that, leave us some comments below. Thanks a lot.